Good morning, Big Brother fans. Sorry, I should start and I didn't realize it was actually recording. It's Thursday, eviction day, August 15th. And wow, went to bed really late because stuff was going on, because I thought there might be a chance that Kat was actually safe. And then I woke up this morning to find out that, nah, Kat's still going. I'm going to attempt a short recap here based on the reading I've done. Because, I watched a good part of it, but then the blow-up part is what I missed. So last night, Nicole spent 2 hours in the diary room, apparently, waffling, thrashing, trying to figure out what she wanted to do. She's been made a part of a potential 6-person alliance with Cliff and Nicole kind of filling the slot of Holly and Jackson, with Christy, Tommy, Annalise, and Nick. All right, so Christy, Tommy, an original member of the Six Shooters. Annalise, an original member of the Six Shooters. Nick is kind of the replacement for Jack. And now they were talking about Cliff and Nicole kind of coming in to replace Holly and Jackson. Now, they're not calling it the Six Shooters, but I'm just saying for reference, this is how this alliance has morphed and developed. Well, Nicole is not feeling super great about this. And she explained it to Jessica. She said, look, I don't know if I should, she said about 10 different times, I don't know if I should tell you this. I don't know why I'm telling you this. And, well, Nicole, maybe you didn't really want to do this in the end because, how things developed. Thanks to Jess being a really stupid Big Brother player. She said, but, an alliance is forming again. A big alliance is forming. Back then there was a 9-person alliance, there was an 8-person alliance. We were never a part of that. Well, now they're forming a 6-person alliance, and I am a part of it, but you're not, Jessica. Your name was never brought up, which means that you're one of those that we would be going against, and I don't necessarily like that because I trust you most of all in the house. Okay, she kind of does, except for in the end, she kind of decided to stick with Cliff. But that's for a little bit later, which I'm going to try to keep this brief because I'm going to be at work soon. So she tells Jessica about this 6-person alliance, and I'm thinking, all right, well, look, there's only 4 votes to stay. They only need 4 votes to keep Cliff or keep Kat, whichever way it goes. And this is Nicole and Jessica. There are 2 of the votes. And guess who's another couple that is on the outs with the other side of the house? That would be 2 more votes. That would be Holly and Jackson. Now, this is all complicated by the fact that Kat is running around the house saying that she wants to go after Jackson, which she kind of does and she kind of doesn't. But she's selling it so well that some are questioning her sincerity, i.e., Nicole and Jessica aren't 100% sure where Kat stands, and why would Jackson actually vote to keep Kat when Kat is so vocal about wanting to get rid of Jackson? But we know that Kat's willing to put aside those things to move on another week, and she is. But she's not. She's doing a good job of selling the other view of it. All right, so Jessica now knows that there's a 6 forming, a potential 6 coming up, and she's not a part of it. And she goes and she talks to Holly. Now, Nicole's left alone. Cliff talks to her for a while, but I watched that as Cliff's going. Cliff's basically saying, well, they kind of got a gun to our head. We kind of have to take this deal. And I'm thinking the whole time, wow, Cliff, you don't know how seriously Jessica's thinking about going another way. Or maybe you wouldn't be. To me, it was a little bit cocky of Cliff to kind of say, well, Nicole, patting her on the head like, I know you don't have any choice. You have to take this deal that I got us. But in the end, she's going to, so hey. Jessica's in the boat room with Holly, and she's talking to her, and she tells Holly that Nicole told her about this 6-person alliance. She says, I hear about over half the house is coming after you. Now, that wasn't necessary, Jessica. You didn't have to share that information with Holly to work on a deal to keep Kat. That was unnecessary information to share. Matter of fact, Nicole didn't have to tell what she told Jessica, but as she said, she said she trusted Jessica the most of everyone in the house. Well, that was dumb, Nicole. So I watched Holly and Jessica talking for quite a while, and I think that's when I finally gave up and went to bed. And I thought, well, there's a chance. If Holly can probably get Jackson to flip, and if they can get Jackson, that's 4 votes. That's all they need. But it was tenuous at best. And sure enough, I wake up a few hours later, and everything's done blown up. Jessica, and the long and the short of it, which I haven't watched the feed, so I'm going mostly on Joker's updates and actually Big Brother Network, and a couple of other tweets that I saw on my timeline for a reporting or an idea of what happened. But the main gist of it is Jessica ended up talking with Sis, Annalise, about things. And Jessica, apparently, what I've been told, it was reported, the way I read it on Jokers was that Nicole actually said, Jessica actually said that she'd heard about the 6, implied that she'd heard it from Nicole. But what she apparently said to Sis, and I haven't seen this yet, is that she overheard Nicole saying something, or overheard about a 6-person alliance. I don't know if she even said Nicole's name, but I think Annalise deduced that maybe Nicole's the one that told her. So now Annalise knows that this rumored 6, the 6th alliance potentially is outed. And she goes, and then it just all blew up. Christy got wind of it. Holly got talked about it to Christy. It just went all boom, blew up. I can't even recap that all for you because I haven't seen it. But the point is, Kat was involved. Then Kat outed Cliff's angels to show that Cliff is always making, Cliff will make every kind of deal in the world. So why would you keep Cliff? Because he's always willing to make alliances. Look, he made Cliff's angels. That didn't help Kat's game necessarily, but all right. So that got thrown out. It blew up. And in the end, I think Kat has resigned herself that she's leaving. And when I turned on the feeds, because they were still up at 7:30 in the morning, Big Brother time, or Eastern time, so 4:30 in the morning, Big Brother time, Kat and Nicole and Annalise and Jessica were all still up. Now, they were getting ready for bed, but they were laughing and joking and smiling, and no one seemed stressed out. So it's like, all right, it's over. It's over. There's no stress. Christy feels confident enough now that she's laughing and joking. Kat's gone. Kat's done. That's it. Another potential flip blown up, and I pretty much point my finger squarely at Jessica as the one who caused it to happen, because she just didn't need to tell everybody she told. I mean, Nicole needed to tell Jessica. Well, actually, Nicole didn't have to tell Jessica anyways. I mean, it's partially Nicole's fault for telling Jessica. She could have just said, I think I want to keep Kat. She didn't have to say why. But she was putting her trust in Jessica. And there was she shouldn't have, but she was. Jessica, however, I think she was trying to solidify things with Jessica a little bit, whereas Jessica didn't need to tell Holly, and certainly didn't need to drop the hints to Nicole or to Annalise. Yeah, so much for that. It was a fun read for a few minutes. But in the end, nope, not happening. And with that, we will wrap it up. I will say, all right, so we're done talking about Big Brother, right? Oh, endurance competition tonight. as being reported. There will be an endurance competition tonight on the feeds, so be aware of that. Now, back to what else I was going to say. Yesterday, I left a very long CarCast talking about all kinds of stuff, and it cut me off, and I talked for an extra 10 minutes, not knowing I was cut off. It cut me off talking about Big Brother Gossip and Patreon. So you can always donate to the Big Brother Gossip Show that way. I also have a Patreon account just for this thing here, this CarCast that people had asked me to set up. And I did look last night. There are 14 lovely people who support this. And it's a monthly thing, not a per episode thing, which is the Big Brother Gossip Show is per episode. It's a monthly thing. And I just set it up because I was encouraged to last year. And there's been people that have stuck with me for an entire year while I do this, and in the off season I do a non-Big Brother podcast, because I don't want to cloud people's timeline with me talking about non-Big Brother stuff. And I did like a recap of my Cuba trip that I talked about. I think maybe I talked about that. I think that managed to get into the clip and didn't get cut off. So that is out there. And anybody who would like to become a patron of the Big Brother Gossip Show, the Big Brother Gossip, my CarCast, is more than welcome to. I will give you shout outs and such, and I will do that tomorrow. Sure I will, Mike. I'm gonna print out a list of everybody who's a patron. I have 14 patrons, and right now it's $92 a month. That's what it shows. I don't think I get quite that much. I think that doesn't include what Patreon takes out as their cut. I can't remember how much I saw last time around. I can't remember. But anyways, that's something, if you would like to do, you can. And what else did I not talk about? A few more people have written in and told me how they heard about the Big Brother, how they heard about this CarCast or the Big Brother Gossip Show, or how they found me whenever. It's all very cool. I appreciated all of it. And I will say, Shannon, you know who you are. I'm sorry, I did refer to you yesterday, but I hadn't replied to you, so I missed one reply. And so there's a verbal call out, and that's not their Twitter name or anything, but they know who they are. But anyways, everybody else, thank you for doing it. Anybody else is always welcome to write in. I smile when I see those come in where people say, how I heard about this or whatever. So it's fun. Please continue. Those of you that hadn't gotten to it yet or still want to. It's really cool to read them, and I still will reply to everybody's. And I have, at this point, as of now, replied to everybody's. So endurance competition tonight. This is not what I needed. I needed to go to bed at a decent hour since I stayed up way too late last night. But the endurance competition will be over. Honestly, it won't be on. That's the thing. It'll be over by 1 a.m. Eastern time, because that's when Big Brother Gossip, or that's when Big Brother After Dark kicks on, and it's usually over by that time or close to over. So yeah, it shouldn't be a super late night. And that Jackson or Holly need to win, which that's a possibility. I mean, Holly won the last one when she needed it, so she may pull this off. Jackson may pull this off. The weird thing was, Jackson was completely absent last night in all that stuff that was going on. Now, he may have made an appearance after I went to bed, but Holly was by herself, and I never saw Jackson. I'm not sure where Jackson was or what he was doing or why he wasn't involved in any of this. He was just strangely absent. Maybe he was up in the have-not room sleeping. I'm not sure. But they were sleeping in the Target bedroom. I don't know. All right. With that, I am out of here, guys. Again, thank you, everybody, for your support. And it's appreciated. And, I hope you have a wonderful Thursday. And I will talk to you all tomorrow. All right? See you later, everybody. Bye-bye.